Welcome to Camp Chaos, where we celebrate the wild ride of modern womanhood.
Join us as we dish on motherhood, life's ups and downs, and all things pop culture that we know you want to talk about.
With special guests and expert insights, we're here to empower you through the chaos of everyday life.
Consider this your ultimate escape from the hustle and bustle, and as always, parental guidance suggested.
Camp is now in session.
Merry Christmas! Welcome back to the holiday edition of Camp Chaos.
This is so fun doing holidays together and
We're
talking
never
about
not
all
getting
the
out of
things.
these holiday pajamas.
No,
We're both
never.
in matching holiday pajamas, and I'm wearing my husband's, and Taylor is wearing mine. So if you're wondering why we're wearing the same, it's because there are my spouse and I. Not that Taylor and I are matching our family's Christmas
Although it
jammies
wouldn't
yet.
be that far off.
It probably would not be, no. Absolutely.
But it's the holidays, and we wanted to talk about more Christmas traditions and just like what we do, because I feel like during the holidays, like I want to be in someone else's house.
You do?
No, I mean like I want to be like a fly in
I've like
on the
seen
wall.
what
yeah,
they
because
do.
I, you know, you grow up with like your traditions, or like I don't even know if you call it traditions, but you just grow up doing what you do, what your parents told you to do, and
Totally.
then you kind of carry that on and add a few things in. But like I want to be in here and see.
You
what
could be
guys
here.
do.
Just stay. You're here already.
Gus is like, take out the trash while you're at it.
Exactly. And I've already monogrammed your stocking. Yeah. And I feel like the fly on the wall at Christmas is one thing, but like leading up to Christmas, Christmas Eve, Christmas morning, even the day after Christmas. So let's get into all of it.
Okay, so a couple of traditions that I have leading up to Christmas, like these are from my childhood, is we always make tamales.
I know. I'm getting on the list.
You have to, you know what? That's a very hard list to get on.
Well,
and
if
do you know
anybody-
why?
I'm on that list this year. I'm sorry.
You are on the
I
list
worked
this year.
hard.
You have. But it's because I don't think people understand how much
It's
work
so hard.
goes into this.
Yeah.
And then people are just out here asking us for tamales.
No, it takes days, right?
My sister will be like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like, well, my dad preps majority of it, but we do red and green tamales, we do red beef, and we do green chicken tamales. But my dad is like drying chilies, rehydrating chilies, like
So wild, yeah.
and then getting the masa, going to 3 different Mexican markets.
They're very authentic, and they're completely made from scratch, right?
Completely made
Yeah.
from scratch. And we used to have tamale parties growing up. And then my dad stopped doing the tamale parties because he's like, the
line is
a
out
party
the
for
door.
everybody
Yeah.
else. Well, we would do it to like an assembly line to make the tamales. So you would come over to like be a part of the tradition.
But people aren't actually doing it. They're just drinking and making a mess, and they're not doing it
and then
right.
they were waiting, and my dad always, during our tamale parties, he would serve, you know, like ham or whatever it is, and then he would cook the first batch that was done. So people would just be sitting on the couch drinking wine,
waiting for the tamales.
first batch
Yeah.
to be done, and we're slaving away to
Yeah.
like 2 a.m. doing tamales.
Insane.
So we have changed things a little bit there. Let me know if you want to get on our list.
Oh, no, there is one person on the list. It's me. I made
It's
it.
you.
2024, I worked very
but
hard.
It's like literally my favorite tradition because it feels like it's the one part of my culture that like I keep alive.
Not only your
which is
culture,
kinda
but like
hard.
you've always done it.
Always done
Yeah.
it. Like it's not like
And
I'm
now
just,
you
like,
get to do it with
stepping
your
into
kids.
it. Yes, we
Yeah.
get to do it with the kids. Miller loves being in the kitchen with me. So although I'll be like, don't touch the chili, but he could do the masa and all that. So we do that every single year. We have not
You do
missed
it.
a year
When
yet.
do you do it? Christmas Eve?
Okay, so no, we actually switched. We used to always do it the first week in December.
Okay.
And then my sister and I last year decided that it needs to be done the week before Thanksgiving. Last year was the only year.
So that's
because we don't have, like, we make so many tamales.
Okay, so you'll freeze them.
You will turn into a tamale.
Yeah.
December is not enough time. So, like, if we do Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
then we're eating it after, you know, and it's so much work. Like, I cannot, anybody who makes
make it
tamales
last.
knows.
Yes.
And we freeze them, and we do give some away if you're
If you're a
kind to
chosen
us.
one.
Yeah, if you're a chosen one. But that's like one of my favorite holiday traditions, and I
feel
hope
like
to carry
the
it on
food
forever.
tradition is such a big thing.
Such a
Food
big
is
thing.
such a big thing. I don't
Yeah.
get enough stuffing on Thanksgiving, so we always do stuffing for Christmas too. I'm like such a, especially after having your sourdough. Now I'm going to do sourdough stuffing. Great
You
idea.
should.
But so we do always like a stuffing thing on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day we go to Mastro's and like have a big steakhouse dinner, which is so nice because I feel like after Christmas Day your house is a mess. The last thing you want to do is go mess up your kitchen, unless you're going to somebody else's house. That'd be wonderful.
Okay,
But one thing
yeah.
Christmas morning I always do that's like my food tradition. This is going to sound very different than your tamales, so we'll just have to. You won't even eat mine. Actually, we do caviar. We do a caviar bar, champagne, caviar, like presents in the morning, and it's
That sounds very much like you.
it does sound like me. It's you're probably gagging right now, being
No.
very pregnant of like ew caviar, but
Ew,
like it's,
caviar, but yum champagne.
it's so much fun.
And you're
we-
opening presents,
Yes.
eating caviar, drinking champagne.
And like we do like bagels with caviar. It's a caviar bar.
It's a caviar breakfast. Yeah, no, that's not really like
No, you're tamales.
Well, we're tamales, and I'm wanting to eat everything that like I don't give myself a pass to eat. So I always make homemade cinnamon rolls on Christmas morning. And then we'll go to my parents and we'll have like a huge brunch. But we do like growing up, I used to always go to like my dad's parents' house, then my mom's aunts and uncle's house, and then Christmas Day we used to go to my mom's other side.
Yeah,
like
that's
so
too much.
I never sat down for a full meal.
Yeah,
And we would always
yeah.
tease each other.
No.
We're like, okay, don't eat all the food here because we have to go eat the eat the other
Yeah.
meal in 3 hours.
Okay, so you still do that? I will not do that ever.
Now we have shifted just like with our family growing. So on Christmas Eve, now we do mastros on Christmas Eve because we don't want to cook. And then Christmas Day at night, in the morning, we go to my parents for brunch and we will all contribute to brunch. And then in the evening, last year, my sister and I hosted at her house and we did pizzas. We made pizzas in our pizza oven.
Cute.
But we won't be doing that this year because it was way too much freaking work.
It's a lot of work.
So we said like we need to do like a pasta bar. Like it's something simple. Because to your point, like now I'm thinking maybe we should be doing mastros on Christmas Day.
Yeah, that's my treat.
But the group is bigger. So it becomes more difficult. But like you don't, after presents, like you don't want to be
I want to be at my house.
So we said maybe a pasta bar, like pasta sauce that we can make even the night before. That's just sitting out there and we just have to boil noodles. Yes. Prepped.
Okay, so going back, I know we're already at Christmas Day and then going into the day after Christmas, but like leading up in December, I feel like there's so many traditions that we can do with the kids, like whether that's Christmas movies, decorating cookies with Santa is like forever going to be like every year. I'm going to do that until my kids are like, no,
that you did the thing that you just
like
did.
I
Yes,
love doing
really
that with
cute.
the photo shoot. So adorable. But then doing Santa's actual cookies, like for Santa's night, basically the cookies that we're eating. Like I don't know what it is. You are different about like kids making messes. Kids messes in the kitchen. I want the flour everywhere. I want the sprinkles everywhere that I'll be finding like sprinkles until April. Like you're like, oh my God, your caviar and your sprinkles are giving me the ick. But you'll be walking through here in April and you'll still be stepping on sprinkles. Yeah, like I just love the Christmas baking for kids.
You know what? You're absolutely right.
I'll host Miller.
It gives me the ick, but even with my sourdough, Miller's been helping. And I am starting, or I'm trying to like release my shoulders about it.
You
because
need to get over it.
I'm like, I can clean up the flour. Like he loves it so much.
The
And
joy.
it's totally fine. And I let him help me make cookies and it was so fun and he was so into it when I made them for Halloween.
Yeah.
So I think we will do Santa cookies this year. I don't know that we'll do them like, you know, the night before. Maybe I'll just tell him these are for Santa.
No,
but like,
no. You do them like a week,
on the
2 weeks
checklist.
before. There's a lot.
I don't know about you, but getting dressed this time of year is so hard. My kids always look put together, and then it comes to me and I'm wearing the same thing I wore yesterday. However, now that I have Jenny Kane in my wardrobe, there are some amazing essentials like their coats, their sweaters that I could throw on over anything, and I look so chic and put together. It is the ultimate luxury, and when I tell you their pieces are so cozy, you will not want to take them off. I love the Caroline coat and the Apres coat. Plus, they're the ultimate in gifting. Their holiday gift guide just dropped, which makes gifting a total breeze. There are so many options for things under $250, and honestly, it's the curated gift giving that you are looking for. So this holiday season, gift yourself and your loved ones the best gift of all, Jenny Kane. And our listeners get 15% off your first order when you use code CampChaos15 at checkout. That's 15% off your first order at Jenny Kane, JennyKayne.com. Promo code CampChaos15. Let getting dressed be one less thing to worry about this holiday season.
All right, anybody else stressed out for the holidays? I can't believe the holidays are already here and I am feeling the stress in full force. Well, I am always looking for ways to stress less. And I have found one way to help me stress less, and that is through HelloFresh. HelloFresh, you guys, makes mealtime manageable. It will save you from searching for recipes and all of that grocery shopping. And also, it will save you valuable time during the busy holiday season with fewer trips to the grocery store. And let me just tell you from experience, the grocery store is out of half of the things. So with HelloFresh Market, there's over 100 add-on items you can add to your weekly box, like quick breakfasts, packable snacks, beverages, and more. I have already shared on my personal Instagram when we tried cooking with HelloFresh. You guys, it was an amazing experience. The ingredients are delivered to your door. They're pre-portioned. You don't even have to think. The recipes are so easy to follow. And all of my recipes were done in 30 minutes. So during the holidays, like during the week, we don't need to be stressing about dinners. Use HelloFresh, make this easier for you and your family. Plus, with our code, you will get 10 free meals at hellofresh.com/freecampchaos. Applied across 7 boxes, new subscribers only, varies by plan. That's 10 free HelloFresh meals. Just go to hellofresh.com/freecampchaos. Consider this my holiday gift to you.
Yeah, I think the other thing that will forever be, because we were in Newport Beach and we have the beautiful boat parade, like that is so sweet, taking the kids and how everybody does up their boats with all the lights and snow, and they've got Frosty the Snowman, the reindeer, the go-go girls dancing on the front of boats. But I think it's like so cute and so festive. And it's so Newport Beach that like we are so privileged to live in this town all throughout the year, but especially in December. We do so much for, I feel like, Christmas.
Yeah, the past 2 years, we've done wine and coffee cups and walked Balboa Island.
Super cute with all the decorations.
So cute, easy for the kids.
Shoot, I need to add that to the calendar.
Add that to the list.
Wonderful.
That was really fun. I also feel like there's just like, you can go to all the tree lightings.
Oh, there's so many tree lightings.
They cannot get enough of the Christmas trees.
There are about 999 Christmas trees in Newport Beach that will be lit. It's really ridiculous.
I told Miller when we were driving the other day, he keeps seeing Rogers Garden. And I'm like, yep, they light it every night. Every night. Drive by this because somehow I've been by Rogers Garden every night, which is so beautiful.
Fashion Island, Rogers Gardens. I mean, it's like there's the opportunities of Christmas in Newport are endless. I think that the one thing that you have to think of as a mom is like, what are you going to pick and choose so that you're not putting yourself in overdrive and burning out your kids?
Yeah, I think you and I and our friends are pretty committed to this Christmas train.
Oh yeah, the Christmas train's happening.
The Christmas train, I feel like that's like our tradition with the kids.
Yeah.
And because we started it when the boys were what, 2, 1?
No, they were, I don't even know if they were, they were very little.
Yeah. So I think that's like a good one. I feel like it helps build the magic of Christmas.
Totally.
Like that's what you're trying to build this whole story of the North Pole. And that's what I keep talking to Miller about, and the elves and all of the things. If you're like me, you go to Disneyland and watch the parade and the elves come out and the gingerbread, or maybe not.
Well, we're doing, this is the other thing. Like I feel like we're starting things that are building our own traditions. Like we're doing Disney on Ice, which we're so excited. But I will tell you, I am like all about, I'm going to make it fun for my kids, but I'm making it fun for me. Like I got a Sprinter. And I am being driven to Disney on Ice, and I will have all of the fun things in the Sprinter to be driven and have a good time. Like this is my childhood, my Christmas experience
1000%. Like that's the thing here is like
my bucket.
You are filling your bucket by doing it for your kids, but you have to like fulfill yourself at the same time. So if that means drinking champagne on the Sprinter van to Disney on Ice, then that's what that means.
Totally.
Like we have to figure out how to make it about us at the same time.
Yeah.
No, same.
Okay, Christmas Eve night, after like we've done dinner, kids are tucked in bed. What is your night like?
Okay, so I feel like
are you and Drew having sex?
Shut up. Because I feel like I am like such a planner that I will try to have all toys built before and hidden, but Miller is more aware now. Like I used to just be able to hide them in the garage. I don't know where I'm going to hide them now.
Not at Jordan's house.
Oh my God, that's genius.
Yeah. Well, okay,
duh.
I'm hiding mine across somebody's house here.
Well, so here's the thing. I mean, not drinking this year on Christmas Eve because, have a glass of wine, whatever. But last year, I remember I was so tired when I got home because we just had this huge Mastro's dinner, and then now I have to come home and pull out all of Santa's stuff. But that's normally what we do. We put the kids down. I try to film it and, put our cookies out for Santa and tell him all the things. But I also try to sit, even if it's by myself, like sit on the couch for 5 minutes and take in my tree and like take in the hard work. Yeah. It's like, my God, we've been running like at 100 miles per hour for this entire month. Like I haven't sat to look at my tree and like sit here, like look at my stockings and look at all the gifts that I have for my kids. And
because I feel like it brings you back to your childhood of like, wow, my mom was up doing this. And I was sleeping, waiting, like, am I going to catch Santa?
Right. It's like, no, your mom and her bra and
100%. It's like you realize like, oh my God, you get to do these for this like little human.
Yeah.
And it's so sweet, but it's also like, shit, like my parents did so much hard work for me of building the bikes, building the dollhouse, like whatever.
Getting the batteries, all the things.
Whatever it may be. I will tell you, my husband is normally the one that he's like, I'm going to go pass out and like you're building the toys. But going forward, I will not build a single toy. I will outsource everything.
Are we hiring TaskRabbit?
TaskRabbit is like hired for everything. I just won't.
I think
can't
it makes
do
sense
it anymore. It's like, it's taking me away from the kids. It's like frustrated. What takes them 30 minutes will take me 3 hours.
So
not productive.
When on Christmas Eve here, Zane, really, will he like go to sleep thinking that Santa's coming? Like, 100%. Will he sleep better?
No, he'll be in my bed, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
He'll be like tiptoeing in my bed.
Okay.
But
I didn't know if Santa's like an incentive where he's like, oh, no, he's literally coming tomorrow. Like I'm
every
going to-
morning he wakes up and he's like, did Santa come? Like he's all ready. Like
Okay,
we're
he's
very
ready.
excited because we've already done Santa. We've met Santa. Like now it's if
Where
the trees
it's
are
stuck.
up, like where is Santa? I need to meet that guy.
Right. And he's really making me wait a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. So TaskRabbit's going to come. Well, TaskRabbit's not going to come on Christmas Eve.
No, everything has to be done before that. I also, and I don't know about you, but like after the presents are all open, I want every single box, ribbon, wrapping paper, I want it out of my living room.
No, it needs to be cleaned up. It needs to be the other toys
Yeah.
need to be removed. This needs to be put away because there is nothing like the week after Christmas before New Year. Like I do not want to start the New Year
With
in
a messy house.
mess.
I know.
And I don't.
So
I
when do you
also,
take your
want it
tree
clean
down?
for New Year's Eve? I do take my tree down normally like January 3rd. I'll
you
leave it up
leave
for
it.
like the New Year's Day.
Okay, so I
Oh
put
yes, no, I leave it for
you
New Year's
do.
Eve.
Okay, so I put my tree up 6 weeks before Christmas. So like literally on Christmas Day, even when I'm looking at the tree and all the presents are gone under it, I'm like, I can't wait to undress you.
Really?
Yeah, and on the 26th, because we typically go somewhere on the 27th or 28th for the New Year, I do not want to come home and see Christmas.
Oh
I know,
my
I'm sorry.
God.
I want it gone.
It's even hard for me to take it down like on January 3rd or 4th.
Oh, it's not hard for me.
like my
I'm
parents
over it.
almost leave it out like almost like a week or two after.
Yeah, I'm sure they're decorating it for Valentine's Day.
Well, they do. They switch it out for Valentine's
exactly,
Day.
of course they do.
But
Yeah, no, I want to go.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I want a
God.
fresh. I want to go into 2025 with a clean house, no flocked, no ornament. I want nothing of Christmas here. I want fresh, clean New Year.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Wait, I'm thinking that I need to convince you to keep it up for New
No,
Year's Eve.
you won't. I won't be here. I'll be
Oh,
gone
well, I
somewhere.
guess
I want to be
that's
gone.
different.
I want to come home on like the 2nd or 3rd, and it's like clean, crisp house.
Okay, that I guess that'd be different if you were, but like I also find some sort of joy in cleaning up my tree on like January 2nd or 3rd. I'm like, yes, I'm the start of like cleaning for the
Fresh,
new year.
yeah.
But like the Christmas or the presents after Christmas, those it is put away. I tell
Yeah.
Drew like, hey, take everything that you got. I don't care if you put tags on. It's going in your closet. Find a place.
Oh my God,
I
the
don't look
worst
in your
is speaking
closet,
when you just
stuff
said
it in your
even
closet.
when you just said Drew's name in the presents. I'm thinking the worst is when you do spouses presents and like Gus will be like, oh, I have to try all of this on. This is being returned. Like the returns after Christmas.
It's insane.
I'm done.
I say
I'm
that's
done.
a you problem now.
It's a you problem.
Here, and I'll email you the receipt.
Right? I need to do
no,
that.
we've done enough work.
my
But like with the
God.
kids' toys boxes, like it is if we are
The
keeping
kids are not
this,
saying, "Oh, mommy, I don't need this.
No.
This is a duplicate." Like,
but
I
like
don't
it
want
needs
this.
to be put away.
Yeah.
Batteries need to be put in. Are we using it?
Yeah.
Okay, then it needs to be ready to go.
It
has
lives in
got
its
to
new
be.
home.
What do you do on Christmas Eve? Do you host?
The last couple of years, 2 years, I've hosted, but normally we'd be at my mom's, but I've hosted. So I don't know what we'll do this year.
So you're telling me you host on Christmas Eve, clean
Yeah.
up Christmas Eve dinner, and then you're putting out your caviar.
But wait, when I host, it's not like I'm hosting 20 people.
No, but
it's
still,
just us.
But even if I had my family, like load up the dishwasher.
Yeah, I know.
To clean up the stuff. You want to do Santa, and then you're waking up in the morning pulling out the new dishes to do breakfast in the morning.
'Tis the season. 'Tis the season to be chaotic. Like, this is it.
No, I know. It's
Right?
like you cannot take a
There's no breather.
there's no breather.
I just pray my kids don't get sick. If everybody's healthy, that's, I know, I'm sorry. If everybody's healthy, everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, I feel like we as moms, wives, whatever, women are planning
Females, us.
are doing
Everything.
most of the load
99
during the holidays.
99%.
So, real quick, let's just talk about like what we look forward to the most.
Before having kids, it was 100% like, what is Gus pulling out for me? Like, where's the sparkly things?
Bring out the
Where's the
diamonds.
orange box?
Yeah,
like, give me
yes.
the goods. Now I feel like, honestly, like whatever, I'm don't get me wrong, I still enjoy those things and there better be something good under my tree. But now it's literally like watching my kids.
Yeah.
I just want to like pause and slow down and let them open it as slowly as possible. The one thing that I'm having a hard time with, and like already last year with Zane, when he opens something amazing, it's like, well, I don't want to, like, I don't care what the rest of that is. Like, I want to just play with this. And I'm like, there's something even more exciting. Like, but that to me is, that's the best. That's the best. It's all
That's
your
the
hard work.
best. Yeah.
Like what the magic of Christmas in their eyes. Oh my God.
I feel like I agree with you like 1000%. I think one of the best parts is opening your presents.
Yeah.
Because like you don't really get that. Okay, your birthday, you get a present, but like you want to feel part of this too.
Well,
you worked so hard.
And it's like, you've seen all the hard work that
right.
I put
No,
in
that's
all
what
year.
I mean.
Drew,
Hello.
Where is the...
Yeah, and
yeah.
you know it's going to be likely something good.
Okay,
It's
so but
like,
my problem is we eloped on December 27th. So 2 days later is my anniversary. So I always get gypped.
for your anniversary.
Yeah. So it's like it either needs to be one good one. This year's 5 years, so it's got to be better.
It needs to be like Christmas
It's
should
separate.
be huge
Yes.
every year. And then
Yes.
for 5 year, like now I get a huge and a huge
Yeah.
on the 25th and the 27th.
Right? Yeah.
But I think
you
that-
get one day off the 26th.
That means that Christmas for you needs to be really big
let's
because
see. Keep you
well, that's like
updated.
my sister is her anniversary and her birthday is the same day.
That's terrible.
I know.
Bad planning.
That's a whole other conversation. Yeah. So I look forward to opening a present under the tree. Like I am for my parents too. Like my mom will always get me good like beauty stuff.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
feel
like
like Deb
fun
does,
to replenish and feel like even if it's like a new clothes or new
Whatever it
shoes,
is.
whatever it
We
is.
love gifts.
We love gifts.
Send it to our P.O. box.
I actually love seeing like whether it's my kids or Drew or my siblings open the gifts that I got them.
Yeah.
Because I try to be really practical. Like I try to
You're thoughtful with it.
yeah, I try to think about what you need in your life and I want you to like really appreciate that rather than just like
Are you ever let down?
no.
You're like, well, that was not the reaction.
I know. I don't think so. I mean, my siblings are always pretty good about it. I think they like
They know that you want the reaction that you
right. I sent them a Instagram meme that was like, "Oh, I checked my budget and I can afford to pray for you all this Christmas."
So everybody's getting,
So
everybody's
hopefully,
getting prayers.
whatever small thing that they get,
You better like it.
they will
If not,
have
you're
a
still in my
grand
prayers.
reaction. But I think it's like I love getting my gifts, but I
Yeah.
think there is something to gift giving too. That's like it almost feels like a art or a talent. Where you're
Totally. Like,
did I
did
nail
it.
this?
Yeah, I nailed
or
it.
did I mean most of the time I
But
do.
you know, I do think my mom always says that there's givers and takers in life.
Mm-hmm.
And like for the givers, like I think you're a giver. I think I'm a giver. Like
think,
for the
yeah.
givers, this is our season. Like
This
this
is
is
our
our
season.
time.
This
The
is our
takers,
time.
like the Grinches of the world.
Well, it's also their time, unfortunately.
It is unfortunately their time as well. But like for us, like this is like this is like your Olympics of gift giving. Like the
this
best
is it.
time. Yeah.
And it's like, what sales did I get? Like, if you like it, even better. It was 25%
Right.
off. Like,
Don't
I
return
got you
it.
the last one,
Don't
limited
return it.
edition. And no, there's no receipt because you can't return
Yeah, 100%.
it. I offer no receipts, honestly, for
Yeah,
my gifts.
same.
Yeah, maybe Drew's if it's like something really nice that he needs a different size, but like nobody else
That's
is getting an option to return.
So happy shopping, everybody. And there's our gift giving and our little bit of traditions.
Yeah. So fun. I love talking about I could talk about the holidays.
I know
for
you'll
like
be talking
hours
about
and
Christmas in
hours.
January. I'll be like, honey, the tree's
Shut
gone. Take off my pajamas.
All right. Happy holidays, everybody. Thanks for listening to another episode of Camp Chaos.
Thanks for tuning in to Camp Chaos. We hope you enjoyed today's episode.
If you liked what you heard, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review our show. Connect with us on social media at Camp Chaos Podcast. Until next time, campers.